scored as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Oilers and the Austin Armadillos. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got four down. Check 52. Kill. Slam. Jam. Hatchet.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Third down, here's Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and 11.
But we just saw a great example when we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Able to find his running back, Geis. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Switch. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All day. All trot. Any day.
Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now Haskins on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Fair. They go.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Nowhere. Absolutely.
Hey, Haywood.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I got you. I got you.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a toss. This is Geis. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, ready. 60 out,
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing this.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 15, check 15. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 49, check 49, check 49. Check 49.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That's where you belong. Set, hut, 6 yards. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Big dad, big dad. Go, go.
They're going to look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. 4 down.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Watch out. Zoom. Go. I got motion.
On first down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check. Lucky. Trust. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Watch the pass. 49 the mic. 49.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ed Oliver able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This time Haskins will look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over the first down at the 11-yard line.
Right. Mike, 49 to Mike. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Mike's 49.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup there.
I'm going back to you.
They'll look to throw here. And the catch made by Johnson. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
First down, Oilers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Switch it, Ken, switch it. Tight yard.
Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st and 10, Hill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's see what you got. Check 3.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there. We got it. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run. Check 30. 22, check. Palmer. 22. Check. Palmer. Out.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. Back now in Austin as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 49 the mic. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. He's cut. Squeeze. We got double up. Hey, check 24.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 29, Haskins. Johnson's got it complete. It's a loss of 2, now third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He pitches it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Here we go with Geis, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Slade. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
I know you feel that.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Third down, here's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Johnson, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to Johnson again. Sheds off the tackle. 12 yards there and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Let's go. It's safe. Safe. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Let it go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Check 50. Check 50.
Looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to